Have you ever kicked off your shoes at the end of the day, looked down, and noticed your ankles or calves were puffier than usual? Maybe you brushed it off thinking, oh, it's just age catching up with me. Or maybe you blamed a salty lunch, too much time sitting, or the summer heat. It's something most of us over 60 have experienced at one time or another. But what if I told you that while leg swelling is often harmless, sometimes it's your body's way of whispering, maybe even shouting, that something serious is happening beneath the surface. Something that, if left unchecked, could quickly turn from a minor annoyance into a life-threatening emergency. Today, we're talking about the silent warning of leg swelling and how it can sometimes be the first sign of a condition called pulmonary embolism, a blood clot in the lungs that can develop from a seemingly innocent swelling in your leg. Most people have never heard of it, yet it affects hundreds of thousands of people each year, many of them seniors. In this video, I'll guide you through the common causes of leg swelling, how to recognize the difference between what's normal and what's not, and most importantly, how to protect yourself and your loved ones with simple, science-backed steps. I'll also share real stories from people like you, practical tips for daily life, and the latest advice from medical experts. By the end of this journey, we'll have the confidence to spot danger before it strikes and the tools to live with more peace of mind. So grab a comfy seat, maybe a notebook, and let's dive in, because every moment you spend learning about your health is an investment in more years of joy, energy, and freedom. Ready to discover what your body might be trying to tell you. Let's get started. What causes leg swelling? Let's start with the basics. Why do our legs swell, and what's actually happening in our bodies when they do? First, swelling, also known as edema, occurs when extra fluid builds up in the tissues of your legs, ankles, or feet. Think of it like a sponge soaking up too much water. This fluid can be trapped for several reasons, some harmless, others serious. Common causes. Causes #1:gravity:. After long periods of sitting or standing, like a day at the market or a long car ride, gravity pulls blood and fluid down into your legs. The older we get, the more our veins struggle to push it back up to the heart, leading to swelling. By evening, causes number 2. Heat. On warm days, blood vessels expand, making it easier for fluid to leak out into the surrounding tissues. Causes number 3. Salt and diet. Eating salty or processed foods can cause your body to hold on to extra water, which ends up in your lower limbs. Causes number 4. Medications. Many blood pressure drugs, steroids, diabetes medications, and even common painkillers can make you retain more water. Causes number 5. Chronic health problems. Heart failure, kidney disease, or liver disease can all cause persistent swelling, sometimes in both legs. But here's the key. Most swelling is mild, comes and goes, and affects both legs. Improves with rest, elevating your feet, or a good night's sleep. However, some types of swelling should never be ignored. Swelling that appears suddenly, only in one leg, or is accompanied by pain, redness, heat, or tightness may be a sign of a blood clot. These clots, called deep vein thrombosis, can break off and travel to your lungs, causing a potentially fatal condition known as pulmonary embolism. Why is this important? Because early warning signs like swelling, pain, and warmth are often overlooked. In one study, nearly half of seniors who suffered a pulmonary embolism said they experienced swelling or calf pain days or even weeks before the emergency, but didn't realize the danger. So let's talk more about pulmonary embolism, what it is, why it matters, and how you can stay a step ahead. What is a pulmonary embolism? Pulmonary embolism, often called PE for short, sounds complicated, but the idea is simple. It's a blockage in one of the arteries of your lungs, most often caused by a blood clot that travels up from your legs. Imagine a tiny, dangerous plug blocking the flow of blood and oxygen where your body needs it most. Here's how it happens. 1. A blood clot forms in a deep vein of your leg. Usually after long periods of not moving, injury, or certain illnesses too. Part of that clot breaks off, travels up your veins, passes through your heart, and gets stuck in the small arteries of your lungs. 3. That blockage suddenly stops blood from reaching part of your lung, putting enormous strain on your heart and depriving your body of oxygen. Why is PEI so serious? It can cause sudden shortness of breath, sharp chest pain, coughing up blood, lightheadedness, or even fainting, sometimes with little warning. In severe cases, a pulmonary embolism can be fatal within minutes to hours if not treated urgently. The scary truth is that pulmonary embolism is one of the most common and preventable causes of sudden death in older adults. Many people who suffer from it have no idea they were at risk because their only clue was that harmless swelling in the leg days or weeks before. But the good news: when you know what to watch for and act quickly, survival rates and recovery skyrocket. How to tell if leg swelling is dangerous? So, what separates normal swelling from something that deserves immediate attention? Here's what you need to know: warning signs. Your swelling could be dangerous. It's sudden. If your leg swells up over hours instead of days, it's only on one side. Deep vein thrombosis, as almost always affect one leg, not both. Redness or unusual color. The skin may look red, purple, or even a little blue. Feels warm or hot to touch. The clot triggers inflammation, making your leg feel warmer than the other. Pain or tenderness, especially when you flex your foot, stand up, or walk. The skin is tight or shiny. You might notice your skin is stretched and uncomfortable, or your usual shoes suddenly feel tight. Other symptoms to watch for: seek medical help immediately if you notice: sudden shortness of breath, chest pain, rapid heartbeat, lightheadedness, or fainting. These can mean a clot has traveled to your lungs. Don't wait, call 911 or get to the emergency room. Common mistakes. Many people think it's just old age or too much salt, and delay seeking help. Don't hesitate. If you're not sure, it's better to get checked and find out it's nothing than to ignore a true emergency. Who's at risk for pulmonary embolism? Pulmonary embolism is more common as we age, but some people are at higher risk than others. Are you or someone you love in one of these groups? Major risk factors: immobility, sitting or lying still, for long periods during long trips, after surgery, or during illness lets blood pool and increases clot risk. Recent surgery or injury, especially hip, knee, or leg surgery. History of blood clots or clotting disorders. Family history or certain genetic conditions can make you more prone. Heart disease, cancer, or obesity. These all increase the likelihood of clotting. Smoking damages blood vessels and increases clot risk. Certain medications, hormone therapy, some cancer treatments, and even birth control can make clots more likely. The older we get, the greater the risk, especially over age 60. Know your personal risks and share them with your doctor. Ask about preventive steps before surgery or travel. Stay active and mobile whenever possible, even if just for a few minutes at a time. How blood clots form. Let's peek inside your body for a moment. Blood clots are actually your body's way of healing. When you cut yourself, clots help stop the bleeding. But sometimes, these helpful clots form in the wrong place inside your veins when your blood moves too slowly, or your veins are damaged. How does this happen? Lack of movement. When you sit or lie still for a long time, blood slows down and can pool in your lower legs, making clotting easier. Vein damage, surgery, injury, or even inflammation from chronic illness can damage the lining of your veins. Changes in blood composition. Certain medical conditions or medications can make your blood thicker and more likely to stick together. Medical research shows that clotting can happen within hours of being immobilized, especially during flights, car trips, or recovery after surgery. What Can you do? Move as often as possible, stretch your feet and ankles, stand up and walk every hour. Even during TV marathons, talk to your doctor about compression stockings or blood thinners if you have major risk factors. How to prevent blood clots. Let's make this practical. Every small change you make can lower your risk of dangerous blood clots. Here's how: 1. Move every hour. Set a timer. Stand up, stretch, walk, or just do a few steps around the room. Ankle pumps and toe wiggling work wonders during travel. 2. Hydrate. Keep a bottle of water handy and sip throughout the day. Dehydration makes blood thicker and more prone to clotting. 3. Compression stockings. These help push blood back up to your heart. They're especially helpful on long trips or after surgery. Ask your doctor about the right fit point. 4. Take medications as prescribed. If you're on blood thinners or other meds for clot prevention, never skip a dose. Missing just one can put you at risk. 5. Listen to your body. If you notice swelling, pain, or warmth in your leg, don't wait, call your healthcare provider. Or go to urgent care. 6. After surgery or illness, ask about getting out of bed as soon as it's safe. Even sitting up and moving your feet helps. 7. Tell family and caregivers. Make sure your loved ones know the signs and risks. A quick action saves lives. Let's hear from someone who's walked this path. Bill, age 72, was always active, walking daily, gardening, helping neighbors. But after a minor knee injury, he found himself spending more time on the couch. Within a week, his right calf was swollen, red, and a little sore. He ignored it at first, thinking he'd just overdone it in the garden. A few days later, Bill woke up feeling out of breath and dizzy. His wife insisted he see the doctor. The ER tests revealed a deep vein thrombosis, and a small clot had traveled to his lung. Pulmonary embolism. I thought it was just a pulled muscle, Bill recalls. But the doctor said coming in when I did probably saved my life. Now, I never ignore swelling or pain, and I always try to move every hour, even if I don't feel like it. Stories like Bill's are a reminder. Don't dismiss your bodies. Warning signs. You have the power to change your future with small, smart choices. Common myths and misconceptions. Let's tackle a few dangerous myths. Myth number 1. All swelling is harmless. Fact: swelling that is sudden, painful, or only on one side could be a medical emergency. Myth number 2. Blood clots only happen after major surgery. Fact: they can occur after even minor injuries, periods of immobility, or sometimes with no obvious cause. Myth number 3. Taking blood thinners is too risky for seniors. Fact: for many, the benefits far outweigh the risks. Talk to your doctor about what's safest for you. Myth number 4. If I'm active, I'm safe from blood clots. Fact: even the most active people can develop clots if other risk factors are present. Know your personal risks. Knowledge is your best shield. Share these truths with friends and family. ***, living with confidence means taking small steps every day. Keep a daily health journal. Write down changes in swelling, pain, or new symptoms. Set movement reminders. Sticky notes or phone alarms can nudge you to stand or stretch. Stay connected. Talk to your doctor. Share concerns with loved ones and join support groups if you're at risk. Practice self-compassion. Don't blame yourself if you missed signs in the past. Every day is a fresh chance to do better. Teach others. Your experience can help friends and families stay safe. 2. You are not alone on this journey. Each choice you make supports your well-being and your independence for years to come. Why this matters to me. When I look back on my own family struggles with blood clots, I'm filled with gratitude for every moment we caught a warning sign in time. I remember my mother's fear and confusion, her relief when she realized she wasn't alone, and how small habits made all the difference. This isn't just medical advice. It's an act of self-respect and love for those around you. When you pay attention to your body, ask questions, and seek help, you're building a future of more laughter, more hugs, and more good days. You're never too old to take charge of your health. Asterisk knowledge is a gift. Every new fact you learn, every risk you understand, gives you another tool to keep living the life you love. It's not about fear, it's about freedom. Freedom to travel, play, learn, and be present for all the moments that matter. Imagine waking up each morning with the confidence that you know your body. You know the risks, and you're ready for whatever life brings. That's the power of awareness. That's the promise of this journey together. Asterisk, now you know. Leg swelling isn't just an annoyance, could be your body's way of protecting you, of warning you before something serious happens. With every step, every question, every healthy habit, you're safeguarding your future and the people you love. Share your experiences in the comments. Your story could help someone else recognize a life-saving sign. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more expert, compassionate guidance on living your healthiest, happiest life at any age. Thank you for spending this time with me. Remember, every day is a new beginning, and every smart choice is an act of hope for yourself and those you care about. Here's to many more years of joy, connection, and confidence together.